welcome everyone to season 2 of Two Guys and Fish Fries. For this episode, it's going to be a very special one because we had no audio for the filming of this fish fry review. And myself, Shane Clethermus, and my fellow cast member, Father Paul Clark, we are going to be doing a director's cut style commentary because, we had no audio for our review. So here we are.
Yeah, welcome you guys. It's going to be interesting trying to remember what all we were saying. We're clearly in a parking lot. I think during this section we were waiting for somebody to leave, and they were doing like a 12-point turn out of the parking lot. So we were waiting to start anyway. So this is kind of appropriate.
Yeah, appropriate timing to give the reason why we have to go this way for the video. And we'll try our best to remember what we were saying and try to give you everything we need to know, everything we said here in this wonderful fish fry.
I think we were just debating here at this point who would do the intro. So you, I think, did it, but let's switch voices.
Okay.
Let's start it. So, hi, everybody, and welcome to Two Guys and Fish Fries. I'm seminarian for the diocese. I like to disc golf, and I also...
And my name is Father Paul Clark.
I'm Shane Clethermus.
I'm the chaplain at Helias Catholic High
Season
School.
2, baby!
And I have a really cool hat on, and I am actually not talking anymore. Okay.
Okay, that was really... Now I
bad.
see why we do our own parts. That makes total sense.
So now it looks like we're about to... Oh, no, we're getting this is the introduction to the council, I believe, the particular Knights Council that we're enjoying their fish. So, Father, would like to share. Oh, you're pointing at it. There we go.
My lefts and rights are always difficult for me. You were talking about it being the Helias Knights of Columbus Council, which I guess for the fish fries is kind of this combination of St. Peter's Parish and Immaculate Conception there in Jefferson City. And you were saying that, as a graduate, you were a graduate from Helias Catholic High School, and I'm currently there as chaplain. So that was me trying to point to my shirt.
Point it out, yeah.
So of course we'll have no biases on this review.
No biases at all. No.
Though it's not, I guess, officially connected to the high school. Obviously, the Helias connection of Father Helias is a strong connection. So.
And right now we're enjoying that delicious fried fish. I shared later on in the video, but I'll share it now, that this is the fish fry I grew up going to, being an IC parishioner and then a Helias grad myself. The Helias Council fish fry was my family's go-to for the Knights of Columbus fish fries. And so, again, no bias at all. No, just kidding. Definitely going to be a little biased, but it was really wonderful to get to enjoy this meal and get to analyze the different foods that we are eating in this fish fry and how it is different from other ones.
I think one of the things that struck me about the fish was that it's small pieces. A few fish fries cut them into kind of bite-sized pieces. A lot of them leave them large fillet style. And so one thing that makes this fish fry unique, not the only one, but they've got those smaller chunks, more bite-sized. And so I know I was talking about that a little bit.
And then the seasoning wasn't too overwhelming at all. It was very, it complemented the fish very well, and it didn't distract from the flavor of the fish itself. It very much promoted the flavor of the fish meat. So
very true.
It wasn't overwhelming by any means, and it was a very delicious fried fish. So.
We're in the back of my vehicle right now. That's kind of the goal, was that this season we'd be mobile. And so right now, set up in the back of my vehicle, we had to zoom out. This is like not 0.5 quite, but probably about 0.8 on the zoom there, because you are so much taller than me. To keep your head in the frame, we had to zoom out. So that'll be interesting for future episodes for sure.
And then here's you sniffing the
cocktail sauce.
Yeah,
I sniff a lot of things. I think it's actually, I think it's a survival technique, probably. That's like just I inherited. You smell it to see if it's like good or not.
Mhm.
I even in the stores, like buying stuff, I'll sometimes sniff things. So I don't know. That's weird. That's
Mhm.
very strange. I'm sorry for
You're-
making fun of you for eating applesauce with a fork because sniffing the cocktail sauce,
Mhm.
that's strange.
Mhm.
But we are eating shrimp.
We
That's a
are.
pretty cool thing.
Mhm.
Something kind of unique about this this fish fry is
Yeah.
the second protein. You know that
Mhm.
they also have shrimp as an option. There are a number of fish fries that offer shrimp.
Mhm. Yeah, this
It's
fish
pretty
fry
cool.
has the fried shrimp option and boiled shrimp. So if you don't like, you want to go to a fish fry and join the community, but you don't enjoy the fried fish, then you can have delicious shrimp.
And right there, what was happening? You asked me if I was one of those people who ate the tail on shrimp.
Yeah.
I didn't know those people existed.
They do exist. They
Oh
do.
my
Very, very rare. They're
gosh.
out there. If you're one of those people, please comment on the video and explain why you
Yeah,
do
speak
so.
up for yourself.
Yes, yes. Because it like that the tail just I don't understand.
Scratchy throat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes me so uncomfortable.
Maybe it's just time wise a little more efficient, not have to worry about taking off the tail. That's
It
my
could be.
that's
You
my
know,
best guess.
I'm gonna full disclosure here. I eat the skin on kiwi. I know it's like
Whoa.
fuzzy and weird, but
Wow,
like,
you heard it here,
yeah,
folks.
I don't remember why I started doing it, but now it's just like doesn't bother me.
I have heard that the skin of like fruits have the most nutrition, like the most nutritious like value is in the peel of the fruit, and so a kiwi probably had most nutritious
Could be.
right there. All right,
Speaking of nutrition,
yes,
we're on to hush puppies here.
Yes, now we're on to hush puppies.
We kind of are establishing, I think, this like do all the fried food first type of trend, and so we moved to the hush puppies.
Yes,
these hush puppies they had a strong onion flavor. I think I actually had a chunk of onion. I remember in mine, which I love. I love that. But then, if I recall, they finished sweet.
Yes,
as well.
Yes, they did have a little sweet finish to them, and they weren't too crisp on the outside. I was easily able to like tear it open, and also when it comes to density, it had I think
you
it had
love
a very
the density.
Yes, density is important when it comes to a hush puppy. That is correct. And now we're on to the other fried food option that we had of the evening, the French fry.
And you couldn't remember what the French fries were called, what that style.
Yes.
I go to Raising Cane's a lot, so I call them crinkle cut because they're the type that Raising Cane's has. I looked it up after this. Crinkle cut, yes, is one of the things you could call them. People also call them wavy cut. And ruffle cut.
I haven't heard either of
also.
those before.
Yep,
Crinkle cut is what I've heard, but in that moment I absolutely blanked and did not remember at all what they're called.
It's a good thing. It's Providence, actually, that we're here. We're praying over the food finally, it looks like.
Actually, Father, you're talking about the Men of Signum Crucis.
Oh, right.
The sponsor, the funds for that evening were going toward, that the Helias Council was putting the funds toward, the Men of Signum Crucis. Could you talk about that for us?
Yeah, Signum Crucis. This is a men's group. Signum Crucis is Latin for sign of the cross. So it's a men's group that meets the third Wednesday of every month in the chapel at Helias Catholic High School, and it's open to all men, all generations, all ages, and the idea of it is kind of formed off of that image of the sign of the cross. That first you saw, I was like touching my forehead. The top of the sign of the cross reminds us that we need to learn, we need to know about our faith, we need to study our faith. So each month there's a study component that goes into the evening. When we usually start with the rosary at 6, and then 6:30 we begin the official either study, or down by the heart, the lower part of the sign of the cross is devotion, our heart going into our relationship with Christ and what that looks like for a Catholic man. And then ultimately that leads to our shoulders, this idea of service, that we then we respond, as we grow in our knowledge and our devotion and our relationship with our faith, that moves us to be men of service. It's the idea of that group. So all men are welcome to join us. That's the third Wednesday of every month at Helias Catholic High School.
Yep. So this next coming one will be on the Solemnity of St. Joseph at Helias. Another
March 19th.
March 19th. Yeah. And then another big thing that's coming up for Men of Signum Crucis is the Heart of a Hero Conference. That'll be happening at the end of April. That'll be happening at the Cathedral. And Father, I heard you may know a thing or two about this conference coming up.
Yeah, this will be our second year for the conference, men's conference. Kind of neat to just hopefully pull people from all over the diocese. A lot of dioceses have a men's conference, and so pretty exciting that this is one starting up and now going to be the second year for our diocese. We've got Joe Heschmeyer from Catholic Answers coming in to give some of the talks. We've got Pat Castle, who started Life Runners, presenting as well. Father Tony Viviano, and then some other guy, Father Paul Clark. I don't know.
Who's that?
He's going to maybe give a little bit of something. I don't know. You definitely come for the other three guys, though, yes. Because it's, I think, going to be a great conference. Great conference. That's the last weekend of April at the Cathedral.
Yes, mark your calendars. Now we're getting to a unique portion of the meal that they serve at the Helias Knights Council fish fry, spaghetti. Biscotti.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It's so fascinating. Spaghetti, another starch, not fried, but just a fascinating. You see how like Italian I was right there, just like slurping the pasta into my mouth? Holy cow.
Yeah, but you don't, as you mentioned, Italians don't like to break their noodles. They have to slurp the noodles because they don't break them at all. But yeah, the Knights Council here offers spaghetti that, in my memory, all the way back to childhood, they've always offered spaghetti. And again, another additional like option there that you can enjoy if you don't like shrimp or fish. You can go there and have some delicious meatless spaghetti, and yeah, you can't go wrong with it. It also, I put Parmesan on mine. Father forgot to put Parmesan on his.
I didn't even see the Parmesan. I think I was being harassed by some of the knights at that point. I love that. I love the camaraderie of the Knights of Columbus. I love the fraternity. And I think, it's so important for especially us as men, but for all people to belong within the church, to the different groups and the different ways that we actualize our faith and live it out. And I've just always found the brotherhood within the Knights of Columbus to be a really special thing. And so I think I was being teased at the time, and I love that aspect that even being a father, being a priest, I still am also a brother to people, and can be teased like that. It's a lot of fun. But don't do it again.
Yes, don't take Father's Parmesan away from him. Yeah. But yeah, we had, at this point, we ate fish, we had hush puppies, we had shrimp, spaghetti. We've covered a lot of ground at this point. Yeah, a lot of different foods.
What I really liked is something that was really cool about this. I saw a lot of Helias students in there. So being chaplain at the school, it was neat to see them serving and helping out. It was neat to see several of our peer ministers as well in our peer ministry program. Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going into the dangerous zone. Coleslaw.
Father's favorite part of Fish Fry Review is right here, the coleslaw.
But I had a smile on my face when I went to eat it, so that's a good sign. And I think I'm liking it based on my facial expressions.
Yeah.
To my memory, it was really fresh.
Yes.
I think that is a word I use for coleslaw. I think most often for the coleslaw I like.
I think in general that's a very desirable quality for coleslaw. People are looking for a refreshing taste that has that crispness to it. I don't know how else to describe it besides refreshing. Like a good coleslaw brings just this refreshing sensation to you as you're eating it. And here's you just like idolizing it, just like looking at it, holding it up, taking your time with it.
I was counting. It's over 15 seconds that I held my coleslaw up in the air. I was so distracted by it. I don't know what was going on there, but I was idolizing it. I think I was impressed. I was just very impressed with the taste of it. I liked that coleslaw. That was a good one.
There you go. Helias Knights Council. You gave Father a coleslaw that he enjoys. Yeah, a very rare feat. Yes,
that's right.
Say something.
I think I was just there counting kind of the unique things about what this council serves: the spaghetti, the shrimp, coleslaw that Father Clark likes. It was all kind of unique. It was nice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. It was a very enjoyable meal through and through. I gave it earlier. I did like a stamping motion. I gave my stamp of reliability. That was a word I use in our teaser video. The word reliable. I'm gonna keep using that throughout this season as a sign of like, yeah, this is what you want to go for whenever you're enjoying these particular foods at Fish Fries. And Father, would you say that coleslaw was reliable too?
I think you could say it was reliable. I will admit I'm so new to the judging coleslaw. Well, I don't know. I say new, but I feel like I've got a year. I feel like I've tasted more coleslaw than probably anyone in our diocese. Yes. Oh, whoa. So our switch here, you saw at the beginning of the episode, the wind blew over our camera. Yes. And so that's the change that just now happened. We were right in the middle of our rating. I was giving this fish fry, I think 3 or 3.5 out of 4 spaghetti noodles as kind of my rating. I wasn't blown away by the fish because sometimes with the smaller fish you don't get as much meat, and I like the more meatier fillet of fish. But just the uniqueness, the shrimp was excellent. The cocktail sauce smelled fresh. The coleslaw was good. They serve spaghetti. Like there's just some incredible things at this site.
And then I gave them a 7 out of 7 Crusaders. Again, not biased at all, but this is the fish fry I grew up with. But it was, a very wonderful fish fry. And there we go. Now we're back going again. I really liked having it was a very great environment, great like Father's talking about like being able to joke and chat with with the knights there. It's just a great environment and good community there at this fish fry, and the food is excellent. I gave 7 out of 7 Crusaders because Hawaii's Crusaders. I also noticed my polo at the University of Dallas, where I got my degree in philosophy from. Like that's also Crusaders, and 7 out of 7 is a biblical number. It's a sign of the days of creation, but then you have the 8th day with the resurrection. But that's coming after this season. We're preparing for that celebration of the resurrection.
Yeah, ultimately, a reminder that even though during Lent we've got these great fish fries, and they are in many ways taste the goodness of the resurrection, Lent is about preparing our hearts and is about really, really preparing for that resurrection to enjoy it. So at this point in the video, as we were signing out, I think I was sharing the story about how I accidentally said to one of your brother seminarians at the end of a phone call, know that I'll be in your prayers. Oh. And it was just like this confidence that if I ask you to pray for me, you're going to. And so you watching, know that we'll be in your prayers. No, please pray for us, and also know of our prayers for you in this Lenten season.
Yes, we're praying for you. We hope you have a fruitful and productive Lent. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends so that we have continue to journey together as we're enjoying these wonderful fish fries across the diocese. God bless.
Have a blessed Lent.